Welcome back to Manifesting Beyond the Ordinary, where we keep manifesting real and skip all the So today, Crystal and I want to talk about what is the purpose of manifesting? Why do you want to get really good at working with your energy so you can manifest anything you want? That is what we're going to focus on today, is the why behind it all.
Manifesting is more than just going about acquiring crap that you want or need in that moment. Here for today, gone for tomorrow. Yes, I will say it is nice to have things in our life, homes, cars, money, an abundance of everything. That does feel really, really good. And let's face it, it does kind of keep those stressors down. But there's more to manifesting than just having a list from 1 to 10 of your top favorite things and going, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Manifesting is a soul connection. It is that deep inner meaning. And when you connect to that at a soul level of what your purpose is, and then everything else just falls into place. You're in that energy, and what you manifest naturally, it just falls in.
This is what we call soul-led living. This is where, what Crystal said, you're living from your soul. You have deep, deep desires and nudges and aches and things that like pull you towards something that you want. That is for a reason. I know some of us wake up and like we're doing the Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. You're waking up, you're eating the same, you're paying the same bills, you're living for the weekend, and you're on repeat. We totally get it. I did that for years in healthcare. And then you always wake up feeling like there's got to be more to life than just doing this mundane thing of not being fulfilled and of not living life to the fullest. So one of the things that Chris and I both agree upon is one of to really work on and manifest is a career that you absolutely are so excited to wake up and you're so passionate about it, and it fulfills your every needs. It gives you the wealth that you want to support your family. Like that is one of the hugest shifts you can do in yourself, is focusing on a fulfilling career.
Okay, how many people can relate? Like, we spend the majority of our day at work doing one thing or another to earn income to support ourselves. So when you're working your 8 to 12 hour shift, depending on what career you actually have in life, that is the majority of your waking day. And when you have a really freaking shitty day at work, that snowballs. And it is so hard for most people to stop that energy, stop that feeling, stop that connection, and walk through the door and be present for yourself, your partner, your family, to have the energy to do what you want to do. And you end up getting stuck in this massive rut where you just come home, you're autopilot, you're exhausted, it's get through the motions, do what you got to do, cook the shitty supper, half-fast, spending time with the kids and doing homework, a happy fuck you to your partner as you cross each other in the hallway, and then you go to bed and you get up and you do it all again the next day. Like,
or it's the weekend and you do the same thing, cooking the same meals, the same people, having the same drinks over and over. No growth, no empowerment, no,
so you're just kind of exhausted. So when you pick that career and you're working with your guides and your team and you're manifesting a career that kind of feeds your soul and makes you feel happy, that area snowballs into the rest of your life. Because if you're happy when you're at work, doing your career, then obviously you're happy when you come home. And it just shifts that whole frame in your life, because your work doesn't drain you. It feeds your soul, feels your passion, feels your purpose. And so for Randy and I, that is one of the key places to start, when you're looking at the area of change that you want to make in your life.
Well, you're right, because that was the biggest shift for me. I hated my job so much in the last 6 years of my career that it drained me. I came home, I was burnt out, I was miserable. But when I finally was shifting and focusing on manifesting and taking my power back and doing what I want to do, That totally changed everything. Like, even for the people that I worked with, when they saw that I left a government job where I walked away with a pension, like, because everyone thinks it's so secure, government jobs, you get your pension, you get benefits, and you went to school for that, and you're gonna walk away. When I did that, that was the most, I just felt like I was in a cage before, and I was locked in a cage. But when I walked away, I just got out of that cage and I could breathe and I could see clearly, and my energy shifts so much. But even that shift from other people that I worked with, they saw that and it made them excited. It started getting their power back too. So it is a huge ripple effect, not just with loved ones. It was a ripple effect for some of them. Then some of them went and made big changes as well. Some of them actually quit their job and started things that they love to do as well and just took the risk.
Well, many people don't know this about you because it's not really something we talk about, but you actually kind of retired at age 35, mortgage
Yeah.
free, debt free, and said, fuck it all.
Fuck it. I did. Yeah, because I couldn't do it anymore. But
And I sucked
so,
her back in to make this.
well, it's funny because you guys, I didn't know what I wanted to do though. I just knew I didn't want to do that job anymore because it wasn't, I wasn't happy. I was miserable. And Darren and I had this huge house on 5 acres and it's just sitting there. We don't have kids. Like, what are we doing living this white picket fence, this mundane lifestyle that's very unfulfilling? And even if we had kids or not, I still would felt the same.
Yeah,
And I would
you're
still
living
make
a
the
life that
change.
wasn't for your soul.
Absolutely. And I love to travel and I knew things that I loved. I just didn't know what that looked like, what I could do. So when I left, my husband and I started a business that I thought I would love and do, but it wasn't it. But it helped us, it created a lifestyle for us to move to the lake. So when Crystal said we basically retired at 35, we moved to the lake at age 35. And but that job got me into skill sets. It was just a stepping stone to coming into this. Like, it
Well, yeah,
helped
because
me
that's what
learn
your
business side.
energy and everything allowed at that one time. And that's what we're manifesting and we're working with our people and we're talking about it. Sometimes you don't make that big leap at once. Sometimes it's like climbing
Yeah.
a flight of stairs where you just go, go, go. And that's to me what I see when I see what you've
Yeah,
done.
and it made everything clear because I thought I wanted to do business with my husband. I thought I would like the construction side of things, and he did too. But after doing it for 6 years, we're like, oh, this is not what we both want at all. So now we've reinvented ourselves again. Chris and I started a beautiful Emery in life. My husband went into real estate. Like, it's different, but it's because we didn't know. But because we did that business together, I realized we don't want to work together. We want to stay married. A divorce is more expensive than, changing careers. That we got clear on what we wanted to do.
So you and I kind of had like I had a little bit different experience in the sense that like when I was younger, I always knew I was going to be a business person. I was going to have my own business and I was going
Too.
to make my money and that is what I was going to do. But what I didn't realize is that I would end up being in a business with my husband, a very successful business that lasted 20 some years before we sold it. And I grew it with him. Like we grew it huge. But that was just like my competitiveness, my OCD, my anal retentiveness. Like,
I get to
you
work
know,
with that. It serves us.
you know, but, but that was not like, it didn't feed me. And I always knew that wasn't my place. I always say that, I got a career and a job that I never asked for. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the money and I love the lifestyle, but it never completed me. It never made me feel good. Those weren't my people. Um, None of it made me feel good. And then it just to the point where I got a breaking point where I just said, like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. So you can continue on without me, or we can just close it, or we can sell it. I don't care. Moving on. It took me a long time to close that. But
Well, you close it, and then you also we're becoming empty nesters at the same time. So you had a lot of huge shifts happening.
yeah, but like so the one thing when we decided to sell this, like I manifested the buyers. Like that was the one thing that I put out there. And I got offers and offers along the way but I kept holding out for the one we wanted.
Yeah.
And then, we did get that. It took about a year longer, but it did come.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's funny because in that process too of me, okay, so I always knew I wanted to live at the lake. I'm a water bug. I love water. I need to be by water. And then I remember when I was behind the nurse's desk, um, writing notes, and all the time on the TV would show up Island Life. Every Friday was Island Life or Mexico Life or all those island shows. And I remember going like, that's what I want. Like, why the heck am I sitting here? It's -40. Like, why are we like, I want to travel and live on the island. So yeah, I don't know my purpose and my point was that I guess my point was like, that was only the only clarity that I had. And that's what I wanted to manifest, living at the lake and doing island living.
I personally find, like, if you look at people, especially women, okay, at my age, like, we are at a point where we realize that, we're hitting perimenopause and we're coming into menopause. So, we're a little batshit crazy. Our patients are free now.
Yep.
And our kids have left home. Our careers were like, okay, you know what? I have dedicated maybe 30 years to this. I maybe have 20 good years left. And that's what you're kind of thinking in your mind. And you're like, do I really want to live it not feeling complete, not feeling happy?
Yeah.
And so we go through what everybody says is like a midlife crisis. But if your career is so unsatisfying, it snowballs everywhere. But unfortunately, you take it out on everybody else around you and not the career, because the career is what is actually giving you money. So people are scared to take that leap of faith and manifest something more meaningful.
Yeah.
I find that's the biggest hurdle for, us women in our,
and the
40s to 50s.
And the money, and then you kind of, we put limitations on ourselves. And when we have some belief systems surrounding that and money, thinking, can I really get paid or make a good living doing something that I would love doing? And when you're paying yourself and starting your business or whatever that is for you, it could be something different. You come up with a lot of fears.
Yeah,
and that's what you have to work over.
You young people out there, like, hello, this is your wake up call.
Start now. Just do it. Even if it's on the weekends or on the side or whatever, just start doing it. So, but if you guys don't wait, hey?
Yeah. Don't be like in your 40s and 50s and going, fuck, I only got 25 years left. And, how do I be happy for the next 25 years? Because you've sacrificed the last 25 years doing what you should do or what you think you should do. And now it's all about you. So if you're young, fill that passion out. Don't wait.
Yes. And if you ever do need help in that, honestly, that's what Crystal and I focus in our Manifest and Beyond the Ordinary course. We teach you how to get really clear on what you want and teach you the energy behind that and how to manifest the beautiful career that you are looking for. That is soul led, that you're here to do from your soul. So don't forget, you guys, like and subscribe to our channel. It helps us grow more than you think, just so you help us get out there so we can send the message to other ones or send it to loved ones. And if you're ever interested, check out the description. In the description, sir, we have all the information about our courses. Thank you for being here as we keep manifesting real, and we will see you next week.
Take care, everybody.